Well, people can expect a day full of fun, family-friendly activities, and the best part, it's completely free.
I was one of the first people, and I did it for you all. I did it just to see,
Love
how
that.
it was, and it was really, really, really peaceful. You can do most of these challenges from wherever you happen to be. It's called the Do Good, Feel Good Challenge.
This project has been in the works for about 10 years, and this is the first time the public is going to be able to get an inside look for themselves.
You set a portion, but really to draw a picture for you, it's about 20 feet of space that is completely gone.
Her daughter, just 3 years old, was lifelined to Riley Hospital for Children, where she actually died this morning around 4. Now, this mother says her daughter has been a victim of continuous bullying, and despite bringing her concerns to administrators and school leaders, the bullying has continued.
He's like, my hands are cold.
13-year-old Sam Olaut is enjoying the first swing of the season. In fact, this is the first time he's ever been able to swing at a public park. That's thanks to an initiative from one local Girl Scout.
I put in accessible swings for kids with disabilities all in the playgrounds in West Lafayette, and I saw a need in the community. There was only about one swing.
Now there are 20, not only located in West Lafayette, but also Lafayette and West Point parks. 17-year-old Lauren Kish is a member of Girl Scouts of Indiana Troop 2748. In order to receive her Golden Award, she had to create a sustainable community project. Growing up as a family friend to the Olaut siblings, she always noticed that playtime at the park was much different for Sam, who was born with a disorder that affects his mobility and speech.
Every time we would go to the parks, he wouldn't be able to swing. And I was always really sad because I always loved swinging, and I wanted to make sure that whoever I went with, if they have a disability, if they don't, could swing.
Each swing costs around $500. Kish went into this project with the goal of raising at least $3,000, but thanks to a community of supporters, she was able to surpass that.
We've gone to $24,000, and that's incredible. I didn't ever dream I could get to that many.
Sam's mom, Deanna, is happy for what this project means for Sam and other kids like him.
When spring does come, he's not going to be sitting in his wheelchair watching his brother play at the playground. He is usually a squealer, so I expect that he's probably going to have some pretty squealy moments.
What Lauren did by bringing it to our attention, by doing this amazing job of raising so much money, it made it so that people like Sammy can be included and get the same pleasure of enjoyment from our park system as everybody else does.
This early morning incident on May 9th now has one Lafayette man fighting for racial justice after fighting for his life. This incident left 46-year-old Richard Bailey Jr. in a coma for 6 days, according to his lawyers. He has now opened a criminal lawsuit against the 3 officers involved. We were not able to hear from Bailey, but we did get in contact with his attorneys.
When the police encounter young black men, their reaction is completely different from if they encounter a young white man under similar circumstances.
Lafayette Police Lieutenant Matt Guard says that night, police got a call about a reported fight happening at a home on Brampton Drive. When they arrived, they found Bailey, who they came to arrest for suspected battery and intimidation. Guard reports officers attempted to detain Bailey, but he resisted.
You're gonna get dog bit. Get off the moped, you're gonna get bit by a dog.
In the video, you can hear officers warn Bailey they will deploy the canine if he continues resisting. Police report Bailey was intoxicated during the incident.
There's no doubt in my mind that if he were not a black man, that he would not have been taken into custody that way.
Attorney Fatima Johnson believes the officers had an intent to kill Bailey.
If a dog bites your neck, it's obvious what is going to happen. The damage that he suffered was life-threatening, and they used that dog as a weapon to put Mr. Bailey's life in jeopardy.
Lafayette Police Chief Patrick Flannelly sent us a statement saying the canine was used to assist in the arrest. He reports after Bailey was detained, officers immediately provided medical attention and appropriate medical care. He says the department will release more video and audio footage in the coming days. Reporting in Lafayette, Micah Upshaw, News 18.
Really, living in the United States is
an honor, it's a privilege being here in this great country.
Looking for a life of more opportunity is what brought Roxana Gonzalez to America in 2001. She was in her 4th year of college studying communications in El Salvador when she realized finding a job and making money there was really tough.
I started looking for a job there and it was really hard. Sometimes just having $1, it was so hard.
With her visa, she was able to move here and start working toward her American dream. She originally had plans to go back home. Now with 3 kids all born in the States, she's here to stay.
I think I fell in love with this place. This is my home.
As an immigrant working towards citizenship, being eligible to vote and having a voice in her community is something she's been looking forward to. This was going to be that year.
I was actually meeting all the criteria, and tax time came and I decided, okay, this is my time. But then also COVID came. And still you had to think, okay, what's important?
The hardships of this pandemic made Gonzalez have to choose between paying for citizenship fees or putting food on the table. But her daughter Daniela, who is eligible to vote this year, is now standing in the gap for her family.
We thought that this year we would actually be voting for the first time together. But, due to the circumstances, we won't be able to. Her voice is actually counting towards the minorities.
It's a privilege and the first person in my family to be voting. I like to take a little honor at that privilege.
Daniela hopes all Americans, especially children of immigrant parents, take advantage of this opportunity to have a say in their government.
Notice the privilege that you have that you're voting, because there's people that want to speak so badly, want to do something so badly, but they can't. And they just got to sit back and just take whatever happens. And that's probably the saddest thing ever.